The other great thing that I do is always have a digital presentation. A digital presentation is something that you can keep with you all the time. When you go to people's homes, either talking about purchasing a property or about selling their home, it's something that you have at your disposal at a moment's notice. You can show up at their house, already practiced and rehearsed, with something that you could just whip out and show them about yourself. You are your brand. Wherever I go, I'm always a realtor. I'm a mom, but I'm always a realtor. So I always try and do three things. I always try and look my best wherever I go. I don't ever go to the grocery store in sweatpants. It's not gonna happen. I always try and look at least decent where I go, because I do try and market to my sphere and the people that I know. If I see my hairdresser at the coffee shop, I don't want to hide. I want to say, hey, how's it going? You know? And she's going to ask me, well, how's the market? And I'm going to say, you know what? I'm just about to run to an appointment, you know, and tell her all about it. So, but you have to look professional. So that's one thing I always try and do. I always try and give the impression that I have things under control. That's number two. The other thing I always do is I always bring my A game. I have to keep everything calm, keep the appearance that everything is under control, and even if I'm marketing to my friends and family and people that I know into the community, I never take for granted that they may know other realtors. So I never dumb down my presentation, or I don't come to their home, you know, like in my jeans and, you know, straight off the ball field with the boys. I always come dressed, looking professional to their home with my digital presentation, and always bring it every single time. You have to have all your systems in place for you, and you need to just stack the deck in your favor. Keep things, if anything ever gets out of whack that you don't do perfectly right, and it will, right? It definitely will. One thing you can do is just stack the deck in your favor, have things around that can help you remember those things. I always keep, for instance, a little blank note cards in my car. That way, if I've forgotten to keep in touch with a past client, but I'm driving by their house because I came from a listing presentation, well, then I just write them a quick note and stick it in the door. If I ever, you know, see someone on the street and I say, hey, oh yeah, I forgot, you know, that we were supposed to meet for coffee, I take out that note, write it, when I get back to the office, I mail it. That way, if anything ever gets out of place, I know that I can just quickly get back on track and do those follow-ups like I wanted to do in the first place. I always prepare things ahead of time. I have things that are ready for me. If anyone asks, you know, oh yeah, I want to hear more about your business, I have pre-made books that I could drop off at any time if they wanted to know more about me and my business.